What does Jesus have to do with what you do? Today, I want to take some time to hop into some thoughts that I have, some thoughts on the sermon that Pastor spoke on Sunday, and really dive into this idea and this question of what does Jesus have to do with what I do? Does it matter with my work, with everything that I do outside of work, and all the different areas of life? What does Jesus have to do with that? So, we're going to hop into that right now, right here today. Hope you guys enjoy this. And as always, we are live for Tuesday Lunch Hour Live. Every Tuesday at noon Central Standard Time. You guys can catch me here. And yeah, be sure to tune in next week. And this is a message or kind of a topic that I sent out an email on yesterday. So if you guys aren't subscribed to my email list, be sure to do that. You can do that by getting any of my resources. Obviously, you can unsubscribe anytime that you want. But down below in the description, I will put in a 7-day free blueprint that you can get. Goes through a lot of different things for men looking to get better and stronger mentally, physically, spiritually, all the things. So go get that, go check that out, and read up on the emails. Try to give some good thoughts in those. So anyway, let's get into this topic here today. So at church, the topic of the message going into Labor Day yesterday was Jesus and your work. I think that's what the message was titled. And this message was all about our work that we do as believers, as followers of Christ, is not just something that we go in, punch the clock, get in, get out kind of thing. Or at least it shouldn't be, right? As believers, there is purpose in our work. There's purpose in what we do every day. Even if it's not your ideal dream job situation, you can find purpose in what you're doing. And so there was two quotes that really stuck out to me, and I wanted to read you guys those and then go in a little bit deeper as far as some of my thoughts with some things. So the first one was this: as a Christian, you go to work for the same reason that you go to church, to worship and serve Christ. And that was by Shannon and Hendricks, is the quote there that Pastor quoted. So how does this apply? What does this actually look like? And this is a thought, and it really got me fired up of, like, obviously I am passionate about the work that I do. I do enjoy it, and it is something that I believe that God has led me to. God has given me this passion, this gifting in, and I really love to do what I do. But on the days that I am just doing it because I have to do it, or on the days that I am, chasing after the worldly success, or, doing it on my own strength, those are the days that I don't enjoy it. If I wake up and I come into it with an attitude of, this is my ministry, I get to impact and serve people, I get to show people the light of Christ, I get to help people become stronger, not only in their fitness, but their faith as well, then that changes everything for me and how I go about my day and my work, and even the things that I get done. On those things, relying on God's strength to get through the day. Just I have more focus, and I'm able to go through the day with more joy and less of a have to. It's that I get to do this. I get to go into my work and serve God with this opportunity to help other people. And so I think this really got me as far as that side of things. But I think it also applies in a lot of different other ways. What if we change that quote to, as a Christian, you eat nutritious food and exercise for the same reason that you go to church, to worship and serve Christ, right? And so this idea of, it's not only just the work that we go into, it is the way that we treat ourselves, the way that we treat others. All of these things can add up. And so each thing that you do, each encounter that you have is an opportunity to serve Christ, to worship God. And so that's really a huge piece of what I got out of today. And I've quoted, you guys have probably heard me say this before if you've been watching some of my videos or listened to any of my stuff, but 1 Corinthians 10:31, whatever you do, whether you eat or drink, do it all for the glory of God. And I think this is no different. We can apply this same idea here to our work. and to anything else in life as followers of Christ. And so then the second quote that he had in his sermon was, "Every day we face a silent opponent that threatens our potential. That competitor is mediocrity, a willingness to do just enough and nothing more to get by." And that quote was by Mark Sandburn. And this is true. I know I catch myself sometimes in my work, just doing what I have to do, just doing enough, right? But trying to remind myself of that, what I just talked about, of that other quote of, right, like this is an opportunity. I get to wake up every day and do this. People would die to do, these opportunities that I may have or you may have, or whatever it may be. Like, it is a blessing to be in this position. It's the things that I'm doing right now, maybe, or are some of the things that I used to pray for, right? And maybe same situation for you, or maybe the struggles and the stress, the pressure that is in, you're in such a good position to have that stress, to have that. And so lean into that, lean on God and trust him, have the faith, right? Like that's what faith is trusting in the unknown and for God to provide what you need. And so just trusting in him, even in the hard times, and giving it your 100%. As believers, we're not called just to be lazy and sit on the sidelines and just do enough to get through, right? Have some excellence in your work, have some purpose behind it. And pastor talked about this, the scripture where we're not serving earthly masters. That was really what the whole message was on. I think it was Ephesians 6. And this verse here is Ephesians 6:7. It says, "Serve wholeheartedly as if you were serving the Lord, not people." And so I think that one's really good in this takeaway of, I'm doing this for God. I'm not doing this for my boss, for um, my master, in the Bible. Here is what it's talking about. But whatever it may be, right? I'm not doing this for just my clients, or if you're, in some kind of other service, whatever it may be for you. I'm doing this for God. This is what God has called me to today. Whether it's your dream job or whether it's just where you are right now, right? God has given you this day and he's made purpose for your day today. And so lean into that. Give it your 100% and serve wholeheartedly as if you were serving the Lord and not people. So, and that same principle applies to other areas of life as well. Again, we can apply this to our fitness and our health, our nutrition. How are we giving it, or what kind of effort are we giving it to be the servant that God has called us to be? How are we taking care of the body and the opportunity, the responsibility that God has given us to take care of the temple that he's placed us in, right? Our body. We only get one of them. And so bringing this all together, I think as believers, we have a responsibility to steward our time, to steward our finances, to steward our health, our work that God has given us, our family, our marriage as men, right? To lead and serve our wife, all of these things, right? It's an opportunity, it's a privilege to have the pressure, to have the stress behind these things. That isn't, be thankful for that. It's an opportunity for you to grow, for you to serve Christ each and every day in these situations. So I just wanted to encourage you guys with that. I know for me, that message really hyped me up and really got me going. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of that today. Nothing really too scripted for you guys today. I just wanted to speak on some of that and kind of share my heart and my thought behind that. I went home that day and I had to just kind of force myself not to jump into work and not to just go into these things because of the thoughts that came from that message. And so, I know yesterday for me, even though it was Labor Day, I jumped into a little bit of work, took Sunday off, just relaxed and went to church and all the things, enjoyed the day, had a good Sabbath. But then Monday, got into it and really just with that thought of, all right, this is for the Lord. This is not for other people. This is not for worldly success or fame or whatever you may get trapped in your own head. It's not for those things. It is for Christ. It is for the Lord. Doing each and everything, each and every action we take is an opportunity to honor or dishonor God. And so take that into your week this week. Take that into your afternoon today, the rest of the day today. How are you honoring God with each decision that you are making, whether it be in your work or another area and circumstance? So, thank you guys for watching this video. I know today's video was a little bit shorter than normal for our lunch hour live, but again, if you guys haven't, be sure to go down in the description and check out the 7-day free blueprint. Put in your email; it'll get sent straight to your email inbox. And as always, guys, let me know if you guys have any questions, need anything. But I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate all the support and everything. But we'll talk to you guys in the next video. Have a blessed day.